Dear Scorpio, welcome back. This is A from High Fives High Five Zero, and this is your Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus general reading for the sign of Scorpio. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking around. I haven't made English readings for quite some time now, but you're still here. Or if it's your first time visiting this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, those are two cards. Let's just keep it, bring it back. Welcome and thank you for being here. 10 of Wands. Look at that. This is such a wonderful imagery and a positive image, a positive rendition or interpretation of this card. 10 of Wands is laying a burden down. Something you have been doing, something in vain. Perhaps a loved one has passed on, or perhaps a relationship has fallen apart, and you've been stalking your ex, or essentially you can't move on from whatever hurtful situation happened to you, that has happened to you in the past. And right now, this month, October, it seems like you are laying the burden down. You have finally mustered the courage to lay it down, or perhaps you have already seen the beauty in this hurtful situation. Doesn't sound it doesn't sound so positive at all, but once you come to a place of accepting the reality of the situation and accepting that there's a beauty on the horizon for every roadblock that we encounter in life, you would shift your perspective in a way that would attract more positivity in your life. That it may not make sense right now, but you are in the beginning of a journey wherein you would close something that has been weighing you down. I wouldn't interpret this as something beautiful is weighing you down, but I would interpret it as perhaps it has been a beautiful experience having that relationship. But right now, especially this month, October, you would lay this burden down and move on from it, because you have already learned what you need to learn from the situation. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. Channeling that grace that something has to be closed. Something has to be... something has to come to rest. And right now you have come to that acceptance that you need to let this thing go. There's something in your life that you may need to let go of. It may have something to do also with a project that you have been holding so dear. You don't want to let it go, and so you're holding so tight. You fear detaching from the outcome. Everything seems to be mysterious. Leaving a situation behind. Laying a burden down and leaving it behind. I kind of feel like you fear leaving this behind because everything seems to be a mystery. You are afraid of the unknown. You don't want to take that leap of faith because you don't know. You don't want to start all over again. Perhaps you don't want to start from scratch. Perhaps you fear that you can't recover. Perhaps that is where the fear is coming from. See? Falling apart. A relationship may have been challenged. Look at her. Or look at that person. Holding on to that something so dear, so tight. Perhaps there's something that you hold so sacred. A long relationship, long-term relationship, a child custody could be, a job that you are tenured, anything that you have revolved your life around that thing, and you are having a hard time to let that go. But unfortunately, circumstances have changed, priorities have changed, life happens, and it has to fall apart. The tower will not come in your reading if it is not meant to fall apart. It is meant to be. Perhaps you have been sweeping this under the rug. You know that it would happen sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. It's like you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And now this October, or perhaps during the end of September, the shoe has already dropped. And you are in the process of welcoming something new with that flowers there. There's closure. There is some sort of as I keep on saying, laying the burden down. With the Six of Swords right here, it may signify travel. It may signify not having closure, just leaving everything. Sorry for that noise. Leaving everything behind. Not even, perhaps a part of you would want some closure, but you wouldn't chase after some closure. You will just leave it behind. There's grief. There's some kind of a processing phase, perhaps this October, perhaps contemplation. Everything is uncertain, and this is where you are struggling with, perhaps. The energy of these two cards, I can't help but think of hope. I mean, something has been taken away from you, something has fallen apart, but you hold on it so dear. But there's an energy of accepting of what could be, what's out there, what's in it for you. And there's just this energy of exhaustion, perhaps, of burnout, perhaps, but you are cultivating maturity. There's uncertainty, but there's hope about what's out there and what this experience will bring you in the future. And this is such a nice energy. As you leave something behind, you are hopeful. Everything is uncertain, but you are hoping for the best. And that's the least energy you might want to let go of. Hope. Hope is what will fuel you to move forward. See? As one door closes and a window will open. Actually, it's not a window, but it will be another door will be open for you. A new opportunity is coming, a new idea. You will have a breakthrough moment this October. You will leave a situation behind. Perhaps the universe is just waiting for you to lay this burden down so that it could gift you, it could give you a gift of new beginnings. It could never be so true. Trust in the magic of new beginnings. You don't have to do anything for that new beginning to happen. All you have to do is to let go of everything that weighs you down, everything that burns you out, everything that has been holding you back from reaching your potential. You will be surprised. What I learned, I remember what I learned from yoga. You will be surprised at how your body support you or will support you in ways you can never imagine. Perhaps you can't do splits. Perhaps you can't do back bends. Perhaps you can't even do a downward facing dog. But in regular practice and with accepting that you are exactly where you need to be, you will just realize in your yoga journey that eventually you will be able to do those splits. Five of Swords. Okay. Is there something in this situation that you are still trying to negotiate? Or are you still lingering in the uncertainty and not wanting to take action because you feel like you're not good enough or you don't deserve anything good in your life? How can you let go of that self-doubt? How can you let go of that feeling of failure? It's okay to feel that you have failed. It's okay to feel grief. But for as long as you stay or you linger in those emotions, it would be very difficult for you to move forward. this new beginning may not come flawlessly in your life if you are still in that what if scenario. You are still in that failure mindset, feeling like you losing that hope, feeling that you don't have the ability to move things forward, to thread the needle and to move things for you in your life. Perhaps you are also doubting whether it is the right decision for you to move away or to start a new beginning. Everything is uncertain, everything feels so depressive right now, and instead of taking action towards a new beginning, you stick around with the energy of I have failed. For example, if you really want, you have lost this job, you have been laid off, you have been terminated, instead of optimizing your resume or editing your portfolio, you focus on telling yourself that you are such a failure. For as long as you focus on those energies, you would fail at having this clarity about this uncertain phase in your life. Be mindful that you are focusing on revenge or getting back at this person who has caused you pain, because most likely you will fail. The Five of Swords here, usually having Five of Swords in your reading may indicate whatever it is that you're planning, especially if it is ill intended, you would most likely fail. If the self-doubt is creeping in and the uncertainty about where to move, how to go from here, it's creeping in, you might want to let go of this energy of failure, of self-doubt, for you to welcome in this new beginning, this breakthrough moment for you. The woman right here is holding a piece of that wound from the man who has left her, and half of her, she's covering half of her face, perhaps feeling guilty or not wanting to go out there and be accountable for the actions she has done. So the energy I'm getting from this is, if not manipulation, it's revenge. So be mindful of those energies. Let's get a message for you on Morning Dew Girl and Lullaby. Just chill. And if you are experiencing some pain, go with the flow. Fear can be as powerful as a river, but once confronted, it could be just as small as a drop of dew. You could collect all your fears, all your worries, all your anxieties, share it. It will soon evaporate, and it can be released out of your life. All you have to do is to release them. Lullaby, I kind of feel the energy of, as I've mentioned, just chill, go with the flow, relax, and don't entertain. I mean, it may sound like not much of a good advice to let go of your anxiety. It's easier said than done, I know, but groove to the music of your soul. What is it what activity brings you joy, if not brings you to relax? Do those activities now. The more that your body is not relaxed, the more that your brain is not relaxed, meaning you encourage or you allow anxiety to creep in, anxiety and self-doubt to creep in, the more you entertain those energies, the more you focus on those energies, all the more you would attract the same energy. So you are already in this stage. You have the flowers on your back, laying the burden down. You hold something so dear, but this is a major arcana. This one too, the moon, uncertainty. But don't underestimate the power of the Ace of Swords. The key is in your hands, and there will be a breakthrough moment for you. There will be an opportunity coming towards you. Take it, embrace it, and take a step so that you could build momentum once that opportunity comes. So don't focus on this heartache. Don't focus on this treachery, cheating, whatever. Focus on what's in front of you or what's coming towards you, and everything will just, all of these negative energies will just fade away. So I guess I would have to leave it at that, Scorpio. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you next time. My name is A. See you soon. Bye.